everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my project plan update. Very excited about this update. I'm not sure why, because I have nothing rolling out, nothing rolling in, but I'm still excited to show my progress on all the items that I've been working on. So one of the biggest changes this month has been on my e.l.f. Lipstick, I guess. So like a lip pen in the shade Tea Rose. I only used this 3 times. However, it has changed quite a lot, because I made the foolish error of trying to sharpen it, because underneath here you have a little sharpener and it was very blunt. I thought, oh, why don't I just sharpen it? And because of the weather and because this is a cream item, it was too creamy and too warm. I should have put it in the fridge before I did it. It was too warm when I did it. So I ended up snapping off a big chunk of it. I did sharpen what was left, but that is literally what is left, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, I'm not that mad about it, because it's a very old item, and if I can cheat a little bit, I can cheat a little bit. It's in the bin now, the little item. I'm not going to save it. This is starting to smell like crayon, so I'm not all that fussed. It is extremely old in my collection, so I'm just thinking, okay, well, it is what it is. Maybe I could finish this little tiny bit, because it's taking me so long to finish this item and I'm barely using it every single month. The fact that it's gone down and it's here, it gives me a little bit of hope that maybe I could finish it now that it's so small. I don't know, but that is the biggest change. It wasn't on purpose, but it is what it is, and you know what, the sooner the better if I can get this out of my collection is all I'm thinking right now. Alright, so another item that I barely used this month was actually the Essence Fix and Last 18 Hour. Now this is the one that I do not like. It doesn't have the best spray. It doesn't have a lot of product at all. I only used it 3 times, but there's barely anything in there. I just haven't been using a lot of fixing spray, if I'm going to be honest, the last month. I'm just outside. I'm not going, if I'm going anywhere, I've been using a different spray, which is actually in my Shop My Stash, so I neglected it quite a bit, but also I'm just not doing that much in terms of fixing spray. So maybe I could finish it next time. I definitely could have finished it this last month had I used it every time I did my makeup, but I didn't, so it's in for another month at least. Hopefully I can get it done, but yeah, this is a fail. It's very light. There's hardly anything. I would say maybe 10 spritz and then I'm good, so hopefully I can get that done. Alright, so another item that I haven't used too much is actually my NYX blush. I rolled this in last month. I wanted to hit pan on this. It's just an item that I've had in my collection for a bit, and it's a really beautiful blush, but I've only used it 4 times this month. And yeah, it kind of goes with all of the other blush that I currently am working on in my Project 10 uses. So it's clashing a little bit. I have a cream blush that is exactly this color, so they all go together, but I don't have to use all of them all at the same time, because they all do the same thing. So this one did get neglected, but I think I don't know, there's a little dent forming, so I kind of go in there with my brush. But I probably could use, it's a powder, but it's still creamy, and not creamy, but it gets, I don't know, it's like soft and everything. I don't know. It's very beautiful though. I mean, can you see that? It is absolutely gorgeous. I love this blush. So this is the shade Daydream, and it's their glow one, because I know they do matte ones as well. But yeah, this one I just want to hit pan on. I'm hoping that I can do that in the next couple of months before the end of the summer, because I think I will get sick of wearing corals and oranges by the time the summer is over, and I'll probably move on to more pink. So that's why I kind of want to work on this, and I just want to stop neglecting my blush. So only used it 4 times this month though, so that one is another one where I didn't use it all that much. Okay, next up I've got my Rimmel London Insta Strobing Highlighter. I use this as a primer. You can see I've lost a little bit of the air pocket, so I have been using this. I have used this only 8 times though. I'm using it, but only 8 times. I don't think there's that much product in here. It says 25 mil, and I'm sure I only have maybe 18 mil left or something like that. So I don't think it's going to take me that long. So I'm excited about this one, because if I can get this finished, just another primer out of my collection, which is all I want. Another item that I've used 8 times this month is the Maybelline foundation. I actually would have used this more, but I thought it was finished, so I stopped using it. And it's basically just the pump stopped working very well. It's got pretty dry in there, and so I laid it like sitting up for a while because it was laying down, and that's why I wasn't getting any product. So I used it 8 times and then nothing was coming out, so I thought, okay, maybe it's done. I mean, there's loads of windowing, but at the same time I can't really tell how done it is. And I know that the NYX foundation you know, they have a very similar bottle where it's the exact same, but I cannot get this off for the life of me. So the other one, I know I was able to get it off and use it and use everything. This one I cannot get. This is like really bad packaging. I hate these types of packaging. But anyway, I thought it was done, so I stopped using it. But after a few days of it standing upright, I was able to pump out a little bit. So I think I've got only a little bit left because all of this is windowing. You have a big window here and then you have little specks of windowing all over the place. And I'm excited to say goodbye to this. I was ready to say goodbye to it a few days, you know, maybe a week ago. But yeah, I'm going to give it one more month just to see how much more I can pump out, and then I will call it done. Okay, and then we have my Technic bronzer that I've been working on all year long. This one I have used 9 times. I did slow down on this because I've been using a lot of cream bronzer instead. So as you can see, I think it's expanded a little bit more to the middle, but I don't think it looks all that different. I don't know, I'll just let it focus a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to put a picture and you can see, but I think it's slowly expanding in the middle. I haven't just been started to dip my brush in here, and obviously not any more over here because I'm not getting anything. So I'm just trying to get this down a little bit more, and I think at the same time this has gone down a little bit from memory and from what I think it did look like. But I only used it 9 times, which is not that much compared to previous months. So I'm not surprised that it hasn't changed all that much. There is a lot of product down here. So once I've kind of finished down here, I'll concentrate, up here, I'll concentrate down here because I can see most of the product is here now because it's quite deep. This is definitely starting to thin out up here. So yeah, maybe it'll look a lot different next time. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I actually do think I can finish this by the end of the year. I know it doesn't look like it right now. It looks like I still have more than half of it left, which technically I probably do, but I think it's gonna go by fast, especially when we get to September time, because I think in the summer I wear a little bit less of the powders when I'm outside, and I'm wearing less bronzer and as it is because I don't need it as much. By September I'll be using this a little bit more. I just think the next month is probably going to be another slow month, but I do think I can finish this by the end of the year. That's still my goal. I don't feel defeated by it at all. I'm actually excited about where it's going, even though the progress is very small. You gotta stay positive, you gotta stay motivated when it comes to project planning. You can't give up midway through. So I feel like I'm doing a good job on that one. And then the last item that I have in this project is my Rimmel powder, and this one is taking its sweet time. I will say that. I have used this 14 times this month. This is what it's currently looking like. I believe it's expanded more around here. I mean, this is basically where I put my brush now because there's nothing over here to grab. So I'm concentrating over here, and I think it's expanded, but again, you'll have to see on the picture. I definitely think I can get this done as well by the end of the year. It's just obviously slowed down. It takes a bit of time. I think at the point, if I were to repress this, it would go by fast, but I don't really want to. I want to see how much I can get, and then by the time it's, I don't know, maybe too small, then I will have to repress it. But I still have a bit of product here where I can pick it up with my brush, the brush that I use, and it's still working absolutely fine. So I'm not at the point where I want to repress it. It's definitely changed a lot since the start, and when I rolled it in. I'll just put a little picture. So I'm excited about this one, and I would expect this one to be done before the bronzer, but with the way that it's going, it might be at the same time that I finish this. If I manage to finish this, it might still take me the next 6 months to finish these 2. So that is it from my project pan. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.